my darlings. I hope you're good. Thank you so much for being here. Yes. Anyways, today, it just got me that it's 30th of April and we're headed on May, which means that in June, we're going to be on the on the half end of the year. And I was like, I always have these principles in my life where after every 6 months, I like to sit down and reflect and see what worked out for me and what didn't work out, and then get to integrate the lessons that I learned, and also to check and to say if my goals were came into fruition. Did I achieve my goals or not? And if I did not achieve, then what happened that I was not able to do that? Could be that just I did unrealistic time framing, or is it just I was procrastinating, or I hit a plateau, I got a block, I got stagnant, and I didn't know how to go about it? So it's good to reflect in every 6 months. So the very first 6 months of the year, so in June, go sit down and do that. You can even do it now, or even like tomorrow, it's a new month. You can sit down and start ticking the boxes, checking what has worked, what hasn't worked, what you need to do, the goals you need to set in the next coming months. Yes. And I want us to I have my note with me, my notepad with me. So I want us to make an action plan where we're going to set realistic goals. And it's very important to set realistic goals. Do not overwhelm yourself, especially if you're a content creator. You can be totally overwhelmed if everything is not in order. You've not seated down and articulated how you want to go with your content, how you want to do your things, and that can be totally come with a burnout. Yes, and that's not what we want. So first, what we need to do, the first very specific thing that we need to do or step into it is to set smart goals. And what do I mean with that? Let me check. I think there's something I wrote here. Let me see on my notes. Yeah, I said a vague and unrealistic goal is impossible to achieve, and it's going to lead to burnout and frustrations. And then you'll be quitting, procrastinating here and then. So first of all, I want us to understand how is a realistic goal achievable. And I say a goal that is achievable should have a specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-oriented. And how can you go about that? One, it's to prioritize your goals. That's what I say. Let's prioritize our goals. It's important to understand that you can be able to tackle your goals. You'll have that an awareness that this goal I'm setting, I will be able to tackle it, no matter the hindrances that are going to be there, because obviously nothing is going to, sometimes things doesn't just go the way we want them to go. We don't sometimes get that flow, sometimes you get blocked, sometimes you don't get, but it's important to know that this goal I'm setting, I have prioritized it in a certain way that I can tackle it bit by bit, step by step. All right. So, and there are different aspects of our life, which could be, I wrote here, relationship, career, spirituality, health and wealth. And by prioritizing these goals, depending on where you are or the content that you're creating, we know that what aspect of our lives we should give the most attention at certain times. So it's not necessarily you have to take all these goals together and start, working on them. You have to take that one. You have to prioritize one that is very important to you, and then again, so that you can achieve it very fast. And then once it's done, you're going to pick the next one. Otherwise, if you keep on dabbling, that's how I say it, one aspect might be left out and might not come into fruition. And that's not what we want. We want to prioritize our goals and set deadlines, right? And for each and every task that we're going to be doing. The other one is to list down the task for each goal. My darlings, I keep on, and I think I said on Sunday, on my live on Sunday, please have journal, bullet notes with you so that you can sit down and get to list down each and every goal, the task that you're going to be working on. And I think I say it here that this is the main part of making an action. if you're not going to be able to sit down with each goal and write all the details that needs to be met for you to achieve this certain goal, you'll be wasting your time and energy as well, and that's not what we want here. We want to do things that are going to light up our souls, and we're going to see fruition of that. So sit down, please, my darlings, take some time, sit down with your journals and start working out through mapping out how to go about it. What do you need to get to the next level? Do you need some mentorship? Go for it, look for it. Do you need to get into workshops or seminars? Go for that. Do you need to read books that's going to help you integrate all the lessons and the knowledge and the wisdom that comes with, whatever you'll be reading? Go for that. So do this for every goal that you're going to set for yourself. When you do a to-do list, it is focused on a single goal. So you're not as well. We're also trying to run away from burnout, yes, because burnout is real, and that can lead to physical illness or even a mental breakdown. We don't want to do that. We want to do things in a place of softness, and there is smooth life. We don't want that hard life. Who wants it? I don't want that. The other thing is to identify the resources. Actually, I've even mentioned about that mentorship. And when I talk about identify the resources needed, it's about the task, the needs, the tasks that need tools to be accomplished, including anything that can aid certain tasks. So making a list of resources, we need to prepare them beforehand, not when you're going about reaching your goals. So that's why I said sit down and journal and write every details that you need to have with you, so that you can start making, you can start having these actions step by step. So when it comes to the resources, it could be let me say, it can be a skill that you want to learn, probably. And as well, it could be going back to getting the tools and techniques that are going to help achieve whatever goal you're setting for you there, or whatever goal you're looking forward to have achieved by the end of the year. So like I keep on repeating and saying, it could be mentorship, it could be learning. I think I'm not repeating myself. It could be as well taking a new course, so that it can help you, get to the next level. It's very important. So for goals, you need tasks, you need a starting date, a due date, and the resources. That's all you need. You do not need a lot of things. You don't need to be overwhelmed. Oh my goodness, where do I need to start? So the other thing is we need to visualize and track the progress. This is why I said, in my principle is that beginning of the year, I set some goals for me for the halfway year. And then when it comes to the halfway, I'll have to sit down and start visualizing and tracking the progress and seeing the blockage or things that I was not able to achieve in the way that I hoped, and how can I, go about it? Or do I just forget about that goal and start something new? Because sometimes it's good to understand that some things might not work out the way you want them to work out, so you have to let go of that idea and start creating new things as well. Yeah, that's how life is. And when you visualize your action plan, you're totally seeing yourself and detailing each process that you're going to be stepping or acting into. So the more you visualize, the more you're going to have clarity of the exact final complete goal that you totally want to achieve, right? That's going to align with yourself and with your values and with your cause and with your dreams and with your reality. So and I'm looking down because I have my note with me where I always write my notes down. And I said that if we can easily visualize where we are in the action plan, what is the next step, and when is the deadline, it makes tracking our progress easy. Yeah, you got that right. Yes, that's how it is. So imagine those tasks with highlighting stating that it is done. Ooh, the feeling. whether it worked out the right way or the wrong way, as long as you completed it and then you learned the lessons, or you just, achieved it with, flying colors. That's going to give you a momentum to keep on being inspired. Yes, there's no losing hope here. We're not going to lose hope at all. So as well, it's good to create a personal action plan, template, or just the journals. They're going to help you. What I do is on my phone, I like to do that with Evernote. Yes, I said that even on my last or on my previous live. There are two apps I love to work with. Evernote, that works as my journal, and there is one app called Rainbow app. And I love this app mainly because probably I love colorful details stuff. So whenever I write whatever I'm writing on that app, I like highlighting it and putting and adding some new colors there. So it makes it look amazing, and I'm just willing, and I'm very enthusiastic when I'm reading it and going through, checking on my task and my daily actions and whatnot. So you can try different things. If that doesn't work out for you, then just buy a notebook. It's just, there's nothing to worry about, whatever app you're going to use, or whatever tracking progress that you're using. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. So that's the only way you can be able to achieve your goals and achieve your dreams. And reflecting is very, very important, my darlings, because it gives you a sense of knowing if you're doing something. Is there any progress in your life, or are you just stagnant? So let us have a habit of reflecting. I don't like advising people to keep on reflecting every now and then, but you can do it even quarterly. So you can do it after every 3 months, it works for me after every 6 months. Although in between those 6 months, I love to go back and check what's ticking my boxes. Are things coming the way I want them to work? Do I need to change the setup of my goal, or just do I have to go with it? Yes, that's all, my darlings. And please just know that the year is just going to pass like that. We are now going on in May. Very soon we're going to find ourselves in June, and tala, December is here. Nothing has come into fruition. Why? Because we've been procrastinating. We've not had that time to sit down and check and tick those boxes. Check if something is working out. Do I need to let go of something and start something new and start creating something new? Yes, I think that's all. That's all I'll say. I don't want to take so much of your time. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope that you'll be motivated to keep on, taking steps every single day. Remember, the small steps are going to take you to the bigger goal or dream that you want to achieve. And this is very important for us content creators, so that we don't start creating and feeling overwhelmed or even burned out because we have all these sorts of ideas. You've not sat down and being able to plan well how to go about it. And sometimes as well, you get frustrated because you have all these ideas and you don't know how to put them out there. So this is for you. Sit down and start putting an action plan for you, which is going to work for you. And that's all, my darlings. I would want to hear more of your comments or any input you'd want to, I don't know everything. So I would like if you share with me how you go about your goals and your dreams. How do you plan about it? That would be interesting to read, my darlings. So don't forget as well to like, don't forget to share with your friends and with your family and your loved ones, because here we say that sharing is caring. And thank you so much for being here, my darling. I don't take you for granted. Thank you so much. And if you're watching me for the very first time, please subscribe and put that notification button so that when I post something, you're going to be the very first person to be notified. All right, that's all for today. Ciao, and have a lovely week ahead. See you later.